Fishing methods and regulations. Introduction: the role of fishing in sustainable living. Fishing has sustained human communities for thousands of years, providing a reliable food source while shaping cultural traditions. Indigenous and traditional fishing methods often emphasize sustainability and respect for aquatic ecosystems, while modern techniques have expanded our ability to harvest fish efficiently. However, with these advancements come responsibilities. Following catch limits, seasons, and conservation rules ensures the long-term health of fish populations. This lesson covers traditional fishing methods like hand fishing, nets, and spearfishing, modern fishing techniques and best practices, fishing regulations to protect fish stocks and ensure sustainability, traditional fishing methods. Before modern fishing gear, people relied on skill and local knowledge to catch fish. These methods often required patience and a deep understanding of fish behavior and aquatic ecosystems. Hand fishing, noodling and trapping. Noodling is a form of hand fishing where fish, typically catfish, are caught by reaching into underwater holes, used by indigenous peoples and practiced in parts of North and South America. Risky, as it can attract snakes or snapping turtles. Requires experience. Example: in the Amazon, indigenous people use woven fish traps that allow small fish to escape while catching larger ones. Fishing nets. Gill nets. Fish swim into the net and become tangled. Cast nets. Circular nets thrown by hand to trap schools of fish. Seine nets. Large nets dragged through shallow water to corral fish. Sustainability tip. Traditional netting techniques often allow for selective harvesting, ensuring small or young fish can escape and replenish populations. Spearfishing and bow fishing. One of the oldest fishing methods, requires skill, patience, and clear water. Used in rivers, lakes, and coastal areas. Fish are speared while swimming. Indigenous groups often attach lines to spears to retrieve fish easily. Example: the Polynesians and indigenous coastal communities in South America use handmade wooden spears for shallow water spearfishing. Traditional line fishing, without rods. Fishing lines were originally made from plant fibers or animal sinew. Hooks were carved from bone, wood, or shell. Bait and technique depend on the type of fish being caught. Sustainability tip. Many indigenous fishers only take what is needed and return undersized fish. Modern fishing gear and best practices. While traditional methods are still used today, modern fishing gear has increased efficiency, but also the risk of overfishing. Rod and reel fishing. The most common form of recreational fishing. Uses lures or baited hooks to attract fish. Comes in different types: spinning rods, bait casting rods, and fly fishing rods. Best practice: use barbless hooks to allow easy catch and release. Trawling and commercial netting. Bottom trawling. Large nets dragged along the seabed can be destructive to marine life. Purse seining. Nets that surround fish in open water, commonly used for tuna and sardines. Sustainability tip. Many conservation groups advocate for banning bottom trawling due to its impact on ocean habitats. Ice fishing. Popular in cold climates. Fishing through holes in frozen lakes. Requires ice augers, fishing shelters, and sonar fish finders. Best practice. Always check ice thickness for safety and follow local regulations. Fishing regulations and conservation rules. To prevent overfishing and protect fish populations, governments and conservation groups enforce fishing laws. Understanding catch limits. Catch limits control how many fish you can take per day or per season. Limits vary based on species, location, and fishing method. Some fish are protected due to low population numbers. Check regulations before fishing. Example: In many U.S. states, there are strict limits on catching Atlantean bluefin tuna to prevent overfishing. Fishing seasons and protected areas. Closed seasons help fish reproduce by restricting fishing during breeding times. Marine protected areas are designated zones where fishing is either limited or completely banned. Example, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia has no fishing zones to preserve marine biodiversity. Ethical and legal considerations. Use the right gear to minimize harm. Example, biodegradable fishing lines. Respect Indigenous fishing rights. Many Indigenous communities have traditional fishing grounds that require permission. Avoid invasive species. Some fish must be reported or removed if caught. Example, in the Amazon, Indigenous groups use selective fishing techniques to avoid catching juvenile fish. Conclusion. Fishing responsibly for future generations. Fishing is both an ancient survival skill and a modern recreational activity, but it must be done responsibly. Traditional fishing methods emphasize skill, patience, and sustainability. Modern fishing techniques increase efficiency but come with conservation concerns. Following fishing regulations ensures healthy fish populations for future generations.